So this is the Kuat Piston Pro X, and I classify this as the most premium bike rack you can buy on the market. It has a completely toolless setup, and in fact, any tool you need comes built into the rack. Like for example, the anti-wobble system, which they call their flat lock hitch cam, is easily tightened and loosened by the tool that comes at the end of the actual rack. And this tool is completely locked into place by the key system that they provide. And that key system will work the hitch pin lock also along with the bike cable lock system. Now, the Piston Pro X has a feature that the Piston Pro doesn't have, and that is the built-in taillights. So all you'll need is a 4-pin wiring harness on your vehicle, and you can plug your rack system in and be guaranteed that you're going to be seen by traffic behind you. Now, just like all of their other racks, it has all the tilting features that you would want. One to be able to access your tailgate or your hatch, and then one to actually be able to fold it up against your vehicle. This will allow you to leave the Kuat rack on your car at pretty much all times. Now, the big key feature of the Kuat Piston Pro and the Piston Pro X is the fact that it has these one-tap pistons built into it. Now, with the Piston Pro, you aren't going to get the Kashima coating on the actual pistons, but with the Piston Pro X, like this one here, you do get that nice Kashima coating. Not only does it add a little bit of durability to it, it adds that little bit of flex, saying you've got the most premium rack on the market while you go down the road. Now here's what it looks like whenever you load your bike. The bikes load up extremely easy and very fast. In fact, I'm going to show you guys how quickly these things unload here in just a second. But before we do that, if you're concerned about the weight of a bike that you can hold on this rack, don't worry. This rack can hold up to 67 pounds per tray. So if you have a heavy e-bike, you don't have any worries whatsoever. And also on that note, if you have a heavy e-bike, you can get the optional Kuat e-bike ramp. This is a really cool ramp that makes it easy for loading and unloading all of your e-bikes. The nice thing is that the arms that hold onto your tires, they actually fold all the way down and pop all the way back up, no matter which side of the rack you're on. So loading up that e-bike ramp is an absolute breeze. Now, one of the really nice things about this is that you can easily adjust for different types of wheels. You don't have to use any tools. You just simply pinch these little buttons and it slides up and down for all the different wheel sizes that you could want. Now, the tilting feature will work with or without bikes. And you can see that I can easily tilt this down. And then whenever I go to open up my tailgate, it opens up and doesn't hit the rack at all. This is a really nice feature because I can't tell you how many times I've loaded up a vehicle with bikes and I needed to either get in the tailgate or in the back hatch and it didn't tilt down. So now I want to show you guys exactly how fast these can be unloaded. This is going to take me a total of 34 seconds to fully unload 2 bikes, get the bike rack put back into a stowed position, and then I'm ready to hit the trails. This is extremely fast. I don't know any other bike rack out there that is quite this fast. There are some that get relatively close, but most of them require a lot more movements and detail to be able to get this done. Not the Kuat Piston Pro. Now, I only showed you guys mountain bikes, but this will work for all these different tire sizes. And in fact, the trays on here are specifically grooved to be able to hold all these different tire sizes, so you don't have to worry about your bike moving around at all. And if you're wondering how this system actually ratchets, as you can see, there's a groove system located underneath each piston that will actually lock into place as you move the arms forward. And earlier in this video, I mentioned a cable lock. This is the cable lock that you'll get from Kuat. It's long enough to be able to wrap around the bike rack and 2 bikes that you have on there. And if I do have one complaint on this bike rack is I do wish this cable lock system was built in just like it is with my Kuat Piston SR bike rack. Now, the Kuat Piston Pro X is their top of the line model. If you're not interested in getting the tail lights or the Kashima coating, you're definitely going to want to check out the Piston Pro. Those are the only 2 differences between the Pro and the Pro X. Now, the Piston Pro and the Pro X both come in 2-inch and 1.25-inch hitches, and you can get them in a 2-bike configuration. If you want to hold more than 2 bikes, you're going to need the 2-inch hitch version. It can go up to a 3-bike or even a 4-bike configuration. Now, the starting price for the Piston Pro X is going to be $1,389. where the Piston Pro is going to start out right around $1,098. So about a $200 difference to get the lights and the Kashima coating. Now, I'm new to using the Piston Pro X, but I have been using the Piston SR hitch rack, and I can tell you this, it is by far my go-to of all the bike racks that I've reviewed. The Kuat Piston products are absolutely phenomenal. Whether you get the Piston SR, the Piston Pro, or the Piston Pro X, this is a bike rack that could potentially be your very last bike rack you ever need to buy. All right, guys, that's the look at the Piston Pro X. I'm going to be using this over the next year, and I'm going to tell you, this thing is well worth the money already. If you guys want to pick one up, definitely check out my links down below. That lets Kuat know that you came from my video, and I would greatly appreciate that. Every little bit helps out this channel, and it's no additional cost to you. But as always, get out there and ride your bike.